Welcome to Daily Ed Talk, where we engage in provoking discussions, all things education. So today's talk with you guys is entitled New Steps, New Journey, New Whatever. And that's because in this time of COVID, I was telling you guys in my preview that I've taken some time to reflect on what my journey is as an educator. Last season, I talked briefly on that, but I was in this rough place, to be honest. I was on this journey trying to understand, am I truly an educator? And then I guess some homework I can give you. I want you to look up the difference between to teach and to educate. So what's the difference in teaching and educating? Because it's two broad different things. I believe I was in that path of teaching. I was not in that path of education. So I had to sit and reflect on my personal experiences. Is it the journey that I'm going on leading me down that road of just, I'm here to teach, or am I here to educate? And I'm looking back at that time now and able to reflect. I had to do whatever it takes to get to a better place. And I want to say I'm there now. So I had to make a shift. I had to transition from one school to another. And it wasn't an easy decision to make. It wasn't an easy thing to come about because I loved the environment I was in. But the environment was not allowing me to properly educate and to properly grow as an educator. So I made it a shift to a different environment. And honestly, currently in orientation right now, and it is going like amazing. First day you walked in there, the energy, the vibe was like, I'm here for you. And the big thing is that drew me to this new school that I'm at is their big thing on growth and development. You as a teacher have to grow. You as a teacher have to develop to ultimately inspire your students to grow and to develop. And when you're growing and developing, students are growing and developing, that means your values are aligning together. So then that goes to me having to reflect on my values. Like, what do I value for education? How is that being seen through me at the school that I was at? And I believe those values weren't being shown through me. I had to reflect on those values to bring them back to the forefront of my education. I got stagnant. I wasn't growing. I felt like I was the expert. I felt as though I knew everything, but was still seeking out for help. And I believe that help wasn't happening. So I needed to make that shift. And I'm excited about the shift that I'm going into. I've loved orientation so far, literally just got away from orientation. And the theme throughout all of that is like, what do you need? I'm here for you. And that's what the school is telling me. I'm here to develop you so you can develop our students to be lifelong learners. And then the lovely thing about this new school, it's very there for the anti-racist community and the culture. We want to cater and create people who are anti-racist. And that is seen through curriculum, that is seen through communication, and that is seen through community. We are all here to break that system of racism. We are all here to be that support for one another. So I'm not in an environment that caters to one demographic of people. I'm in an environment that wants to develop the underserved communities to make sure they can be productive people in the community. Not that they're not productive in the moment right now, but for them to understand their importance as people of the community. In this process of me reflecting, I want to challenge you with this. When you feel like you are stagnant, when you feel like there is no growth or development, they say, commercial break, they say us millennials, we don't stay in a field long if it does not provide what we need, so we move on. But this is for everyone. It's not just me, a millennial, talking to another millennial or anyone. It's me literally saying, if you feel stagnant in growth if you feel stagnant and want to grow, you need to, one, speak out. Speak up and speak out. In your current position, talk about why you feel stagnant. What is the position not offering you to grow? And if you don't see those changes or it does not align with your values anymore, then you have to move on and you have to go on this new journey and take these new steps. Are these new steps going to be easy? No. Um, it's not easy. Yes, it's not easy. So first you have to have that open conversation and say, what can you do because I feel stagnant? Once you have learned that and it has not happened for you, my next step will be honestly reflect. If that's my word for 2021 is reflection. I have become this very reflective person on my practice, on my personal life, on my friendships, on how I communicate, and just reflect and see what you are doing. It might not be the job. It might be you and what you're doing. And if you find that it is the job, then it's okay to move on. And I've realized that it's okay to move on and to grow and to develop. And the last thing I want to say is to be open to new challenges, because that journey is not going to be easy. Challenges are opportunity to grow. You're going to encounter challenges in life, in your career, and in any endeavor that you have. But it's your job to reflect and to think about what is going on through those challenges as an individual so you can continue to grow. If I didn't take the time to reflect and to understand that the growth that I wanted was not in my previous field, then I wasn't going to grow. And I knew I had to do that to make it to where I am now. Am I still on this journey of life that's going to have its ups and downs and its tosses and its turns? Yes. But I have realized that I'm here, and trust the journey. I tell my friends all the time, hey, trust the journey, trust the process. It's here for a purpose. Frank Clark shares with us, if you find a path with no obstacles, it probably does not lead you anywhere.